my god, you can read the tarot? Yeah, I can. I've been reading the tarot since I was a child. Why? I need to know if like Chris is gonna call me. Can you please please can you read the tarot? Like I need to know, like I'm super intrigued by the tarot. Can you please read me the card? Yeah, sure, but honestly, I've been knowing you since forever. I can read energy, you know, I'm a psychic medium. I don't need the cards, I just use them for visuals, but you know, I can tell you anyway without the cards, you know? Please, like, show me the card. Like, I really need to see that card. Like, please show me the card.
What the cards are saying.
Listen, it doesn't matter. Like, I can't tell you. I'm a psychic. I can get that energy, okay? Like, just trust me, alright? No, I need to know what the cards are saying. Like,
You need to show me the cards.
Okay, so, yeah. This is your card. Yeah, that's exactly what you wanted to hear. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Hello, what's up my loves, and welcome to my video. I am sorry for that awkward, funny video. Of course, there is no judgment whatsoever. If you have been resonate with one person or the other, listen, we all have been there, okay? But if you are that type of person that looks at the tarot or perhaps any divination tool and gives so much pressure and so much meaning to these cards, like you need to see the cards, well, maybe you need to change your mindset, or actually you need to see things from a different perspective, because I see this pattern a lot with people, especially also with readers. They are very connected to the meanings of the cards and they are very fatalistic, and like I said, no shame whatsoever on anyone, but I am a psychic medium since I was a child. Like I've been saying thousands of times on this channel or on Naya Visions, I have been seeing angels and energy, and many of you guys have this gift just like me since you were children. Many of you could be even indigo adult or indigo children. You guys know how energy works, but still, whether you are on the side of the psychic or whether you are on the side of the person that is so needy to see the cards, we kind of all been there and we can understand each other. So there is no judgment whatsoever. But here's the thing. If you get stuck and blocked around what is the meaning of the cards, you're never gonna have a total message from neither the cards, neither spirit guides and angel. Either as a psychic yourself, if you want to deliver some message, or either as the person asking for the reading. Here's the thing. All of this beautiful colorful deck, this is just a piece of paper. The cards or any divination tool holds zero power. That is why many people confuse people that just do the cards as psychic, but it's not really that simple. Being a psychic either is a gift that you're born with, or it's something that you develop through times because of meditation and your spiritual journey. Everyone can become psychic, but that's not the point. Everyone has the right to connect with angels and spirit guides. And right now on this planet, there are so many ways to do it, because before, the information was secluded to a few individuals or people that were born with this powers, with these gifts, you know? But right now, there are so many people teaching out there how to channel, how to communicate with your angels and spirit guides, yet so many people are still attached to the tool and they are not going beyond that, or they are not even going beyond getting a psychic reading that resonates in the present moment. But here is the catch. If you are only going to look at the Devil card or the King of Cups or whatever other cards just the way that it is, most of the time, if you trust the meaning of the cards so literally, the cards in and of itself, first, they hold zero power. But second, what it's going to happen, that they're going to function in a way that it's very much correlated to the law of attraction. What does it mean? In other words, you are holding a vibration in the present moment, okay? Simple as it is. You are constantly working the law of attraction. You are constantly attracting things that hold the same pattern as your vibration, whether you're conscious of this or you're doing it in a subconscious way. Most of the time, you also do it in a subconscious way, and that doesn't mean that you are not awakened. It's just what we do as human beings. So we hold vibration, we have emotion. So yet again, no shame whatsoever if you resonate with one thing or the other. We are all here to help each other. So what it's going to happen if you literally just follow the cards are going to be a mirror reflection of your present vibration. So of course they are going to resonate with you. And this is in fact the reason why there is so much popularity for pico cards, because most of these readers, even though some of them might not be psychic, they might be just starting with the cards, and there's nothing wrong with it, mind you. They must just started for, maybe some of them could be because it's a trend and they wanted to just develop from there. Some others is because they have a genuine interest into tarot. Some others is because they want to help others. Some others is because they're really experienced psychic and they find this tool really useful. I do pico cards myself, but here's the thing. Most of the time, especially when people are not channelers, so they're not getting information from spirit, they're just reading the cards, the reading is going to resonate with you because it's literally telling you how you feel in the present moment, which is good. It can give you awareness on how do I feel? What reality am I creating? Where am I going according to my present vibration? But don't take them that literally when it comes down to future prediction, unless you think in a very deterministic way. What is exactly thinking in a deterministic way in the most simple way possible for you guys to understand? It is to think that whatever it is that you have chosen in the present moment is set in stone, and therefore that present energy can easily predict a future pattern that is irremovable. It's in your destiny and nothing can shake it. It's just there and nothing is going to change it. But anyone that has a psychic gifts and that understand the realm of spirit knows that if you are considering the present moment, you are considering only certain patterns of vibration that maybe will go towards those outcomes. For sure, if you're resonating with a reading that tells you that you're feeling low and depressed and that it's the only pattern that you're getting and you're not raising your vibration, eventually a month later you will need another reading because you will need another confirmation of the fact of the reason why you feel so low. But looking at the cards in this very materialistic, dense little way can only serve you as a mirror reflection, but it doesn't serve you as future prediction. It doesn't uplift your vibration because you're literally giving to this piece of paper so much power that it holds more power than your will. It holds more power than your vibration and how you can change your reality. But here's the catch. If you're instead doing tarot cards or anything else that I'm going to talk about and give you an example in a second, if you're looking at this card, whether they are upright or in the reverse, you're moving yourself away from the meaning of the Nine of Swords or the meaning of the Eight of Cups. You are centering yourself into a prayer as a psychic. So I'm looking at the perspective of the psychic and you're looking at these cards. The Eight of Cups, anybody could tell you you're walking away from something, right? But then when I look at this card, right now, a flash got into my mind, and more than walking away, I will tell a person, you're about to head on a really fantastic journey. Like I do see it traveling. I do see even physical activity because I'm not judging the card as the meaning of the cards. I am utilizing the card because it helps people for visuals. But in the meantime, something is happening in my crown chakra. I am receiving information. And the more and more you develop the detachment towards your divination tool, the more you won't just need the cards and your mindset will change because you will start reading energy. And this is called being a channeler, to connect with a higher vibration. Otherwise, what eventually it's going to happen, in my humble opinion, that you're going to get so addicted to what the cards are saying because they're resonating so much in the present moment that every single month or every single week, and some people, they just go to private readers every single week, you will ask to know more. but you will get trapped into a pattern. Like for instance, if you come to me for a private consultation, and people have come to me for a private consultation many times, usually you come to me, then you can come back later after. Maybe you can do another time, but then after 6 months, after a year, I usually start to reject people when they're asking me for a private reading every single week, because I see a pattern over there of addiction. And when we do have a pattern of addiction in a way or another, it's not that tarot are a bad thing. It's not that the reader is a bad person, but if you see a pattern of addiction, whether in another person or within yourself, you have to really wake them up and tell them why you're so attached to what the cards have to say. Or either I saw sometimes some patterns of people where they really need to see the card. Like they just don't trust the reader. They really need to see that this is the Justice card, because unless the card tells you, it's not true. That's attachment. And in the spiritual journey, we do learn how to release attachment. Eventually, even in the Hindu yogic tradition, the yogic that do acquire this sort of mediumship and psychic powers, they know that they have to transcend it. Because if you're only so attached to these psychic powers just to know the future, just to get so attached to this dense material reality, you're not really helping yourself and neither other people. So my thing is, since I know that this channel is only for a few people, like I know that probably many of you have already clicked off of this video, but I don't do videos anymore to get views or things like that. I know the Spirit is going to deliver these videos to the right person that needs to hear what I'm talking about. And that's where I'm going, right? So if you have been attached to the meaning of the cards, my suggestion is to try to change a little bit your mindset and realize that sometimes message from Spirit doesn't resonate immediately, which means what? Doesn't mean that it doesn't click with an inner part of yourself. Of course it does, because it's a message from Spirit, but it awakens something within you that you knew all the way along and that you have been trying to avoid. Most of the time, the reason why I believe my channel with Pico cards never blew up of proportion is because I have this way of doing things where I don't want to please the person that is watching. And it sounds really mean, but I mean it. Like, I'm not here to please anybody. I am not here to do clickbait videos. I'm just presenting and showing up for what I know how to do, which is to channel from Spirit. Even right now while I'm doing this video and I'm talking in a language that it's not mine, the words are being given by Spirit, by my angels to you, because I know someone needs to hear it. I literally woke up this morning and I heard Spirit saying, you need to do this video, someone needs to hear it. Because here's the thing, if you are gonna get attached to the cards, they will always tell you how you feel. They will always resonate. It's the law of attraction. You will attract that vibrational pattern. But think about this. Sometimes readers, and I've been doing this, and yet again, there is no shame if some people do this. It's understandable, and there is no judgment on my end. So mind you guys. But I noticed this thing where they use the cards to heal themselves, and therefore they give it to other people in the form of whatever, YouTube videos or whatever they are, it doesn't matter, TikTok, whatever it is, right? And they project a lot of their issues to the cards because they are using this tool in order to heal their lives as well. And sometimes some people, I notice, they have narcissistic patterns, but it's not because they are aware that they have narcissistic patterns. They are completely unaware of that, in my opinion, but they just keep projecting what they see in the cards. And you, on the other hand, you might be a victim of a narcissist yourself. So you're asking for a tarot reading because you want to get out of that. You want some relief about that abusive relationship with the narcissist that you have been with, right? You end up what? Because you're not being healing properly, right? Your vibration is screaming your abuse and what you have been through, which there is no judgment. You just have been through that. So your vibration is telling you this. What is likely going to happen, you're going to resonate with these readers that have that pattern, and they could be the narcissist for you. Now, I'm not saying with this that all readers are narcissists. I'm just saying this could be an example. So for example, if you have been into someone that it's very much into his own self, right? They were constantly talking about themselves. Most likely you're going to attract a reader that is projecting through the reading, and he's telling you exactly what you want to hear. Because most of the time when cards are read literally, they are only going to tell you what you want to hear. This is the simple truth about the law of attraction and vibration. And therefore, what can you do instead? You can recognize this pattern and say, well, how am I approaching the tarot? And do I really need to see the meaning of the cards? What is this reader doing? Or if you are the reader, what am I doing? Am I just being so literal? Am I projecting my thing? Or am I being detached, therefore objective? Remember this number one rule when you're channeling. Channeling, it's about get yourself, your ego, your psychic being, your personality out of the way and give space to the energy of spirit. And yet again, when spirit and the angels do come through in a reading that is channeled, I'm telling you guys, it's not going to tell you something that you expect, but yet again is deeply resonating with the core of your being. And sometimes it can even be uncomfortable. Now, uncomfortable doesn't mean abusive, but it means uncomfortable. It means, well, I honestly, I don't feel ready to do that. I give you a very simple example. I have been to Sedona to this wonderful psychic called Jennifer. Victor Odo on YouTube, he knows her very well. She's an amazing psychic, and you know, I've been to her like 3 times, I think, once when I was in America, and then I heard her on the phone, and she kept saying, like, even when sometimes she didn't remember who I was because it's been like months or years in between the readings, she kept saying something that made me feel very uncomfortable. Like, I kept asking her, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? And she kept saying, like, she doesn't even read the cards. She has playing cards, and that's how she does it, but she doesn't really read the cards. She's an actual channeler. And she kept saying, you're not a tarot reader. You don't read the cards. You're a channeler. You're a channeler. You're a mystic. You will come on camera. You'll show up. And she constantly were telling me, listen, you are not accepting your gift as a teacher, as a channeler, as a mystic. You are refusing to do the work. And so the angels don't know anymore what to do. And this is why you're getting with a lot of challenges, because the more you're going to think about the views, the more you're going to think about reading the cards or doing things like other people, the more things are going to go against you in resistance, because you need to give up and surrender to the reason why you came here on this planet. And imagine, like, consciously you're hearing something like this, you're gonna be like, whatever, you're not a good reader, I am not resonating with this, I don't want to teach anyone, I don't want to be a mystic, I just want to do my own thing, and that's it, you know? But damn, if she was right, the more. And then later on, I say this story all the time. If you guys know me, you already heard me saying this millions of times, also on my Patreon. Another time I went to another channeler, another psychic. She was reading just the crystals, not the cards. She told me literally the same exact thing. And these two people, they don't know each other. The other day, one in my comment section, a nice girl, she wrote down, I had a dream about you. And I dreamed that you were teaching you at a school where you were teaching others about your channeling abilities and all this teaching related things. Is that something that you ever wanted to explore? And I remained like shocked. Because, and here's the fact, guys, you can have psychic abilities even if you don't know how to read the cards. Like, get this in your mind. The cards are just an object, right? You need to trust your intuition. You need to trust that little subtle voice within yourself that sometimes is telling you things that are uncomfortable. But it's so subtle, it's so true that it's always there. So I'm going to cut it short for you guys. Here's the thing. It's gonna be uncomfortable to hear what you need to hear in order to advance and evolve as a human being and as a spiritual being, but it's worth it. So if you are into tarot cards and things like that, open your mind to those readers or to those experiences, even personal experience, that are beyond the use of the cards. Use the cards as a mirror reflection, but don't use the cards to dive deep into an addiction where you're only getting reflected over and over again your present energy. I do pick a cards all the time. I love them. I love how they make people feel. I love that people get motivated. I love that. But at the same time, me as a reader, I don't simply read the cards. I channel with anything because I know for a fact that this is only cardboard, that this is only a piece of paper. It holds some meaning for me. And for this reason, I want to show you what it is like to channel with absolutely no divination tool. So we are going to use what? Okay, let me see. We are going to use this hat and this dog puppy toy, okay? So I want you guys to focus and concentrate. It's going to be brief. It's not going to be a pick a card, but well done if you sticked around for my rambling up until now. So here's the thing. If you are pile number 1, you are the one that chose the hat, okay? If you are chosen, if you are pile number 2, you're the one that chose the little teddy bear, okay? So let's see together what I can channel for you. And then I want to hear you guys in the comment section and you tell me if this is something that you needed to hear at this time or I'm absolutely losing my mind, okay? Let's try. It's an experiment. So let's see pile number 1. You chose the hat. Okay, so what I can tell you immediately is that you're worried about your career, your purpose, or your success. You want to reach the top, like you're someone that really demands a lot from yourself. You demand a lot also from other people, pile number 1, but especially you demand a lot from yourself. You want to climb the ladder. You want success because you feel that you deserve it. And yes, you understand the fact that success is defined depending on how you feel, but yet you still want it. And I feel honestly, the spirit, it's opening up the door of your success right now. You could also be an astrologer or into astrology very much because I'm picking up on the midheaven and the point below the midheaven. So if you are into astrology, I will highly suggest you to check up your midheaven to understand the possible career path that are opening up for you. Also, another thing that I can tell you about yourself is that you move in 3 stages. For example, if you have to do something, you like to do it in 3 steps. Or number 3 is a number of significant, which also tells me that you are someone extremely creative with a very strong solar plexus chakra. And sometimes it gets it's not blocked, it gets over expanded, your solar plexus chakra. But number 3, it's a number of dreams and visions. And I feel honestly, you're also looking for love, but you have been deeply hurt by someone in the past. This is someone like 2 years ago or something like that sometimes subconsciously you're still thinking about. If that is true, Spirit wants you to move away from this pain and just know that you are in connection with the star, and therefore you will arrive to this peak point. It's just that you need to free yourself more than ever, because sometimes you hold this pressure around yourself to perform, which is sometimes is just a symbol of your insecurity, but that's okay. It's understandable. You hold it so tight that you don't allow the inspiration from Spirit to come, but you will find it. Like, you're just there. You have to put one step at a time away from the pain, especially of the past, that are related to how people made you feel. Maybe people bullied you a lot, or is related to that relationship, and you will do it. I am also seeing traveling, and I'm also seeing relocation or adventures coming up for you in the form of your life purpose. So that's what I can tell you for those of you guys who chose pile number 1, the hat. Did I need to channel all of this information in the cards? No. Hopefully they resonated with you. Let's see the teddy bear. Okay, so I can tell you right away that okay, you have an angel. There is Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel are very next to you. And I don't know why I'm seeing a baby, but it could be that you want to become a mother or a father, or you want to establish your family. Right now, you feel in a moment where you're pretty much stuck. And this you are stuck due to indecision. I am picking up the vibe of marriage or something like that. Either it's something that you want or it's something that you're thinking about, and you're thinking it so deeply that
It's like banging your mind.
but I feel that for you, pile number 2, the story is pretty short. You are undergoing a deep transformation. I am picking up Scorpio energy, where you really have to decide to whether you want to stay with an individual or go. Or in case you guys are single, it is about transforming the way you see the future and finally move on from the fact that unless you're going to get married or unless you're going to have one thing, you are going to be, you're going to be fine. I feel honestly there is also, I'm seeing Cancer. There is a lot of sweetness around your energy, but there is a part of you that it's blind to something, and Spirit is giving you signs. Spirit is saying in the form of 1111 or 111 is giving you signs about opening your eyes. And what it is about, opening their eyes about what? Regaining your smile, because there's something that it's just not working, or there is something that you need to make a decision about. It is time, Spirit is saying, to make this decision. That's all you need to tell them. That's what Spirit is saying. Okay, so here's the thing. Did I need the cards to do this? No, I didn't. Now, hopefully it did resonate with you and I made some sense, but this is not to show off or do anything like that. Maybe I was wrong about all that I channel. It's just for saying, if you're looking at cards just with the meaning, maybe perhaps it is the time to change your mindset, because there is an entire world of possibilities and communication with Spirit that you're missing out greatly. And you just don't want to miss that, right? You don't want to be chained to a tool or something material that eventually it's not timeless and therefore will never make you happy, because happiness, it is found, actually joy, it is found in things that are eternal, therefore, and not material. You want to get beyond that, right? So if that is you right now, you can. And probably let me know in the next video if you want me to make a video about how to communicate that with Spirit guides and angel. I can do it. That's no problem. Okay, you guys, I love you. I hope you enjoyed this tiny random video, and I hope you find some useful information. Comment down below. Let me know your story, and I see you guys later in another of my videos. Love you guys.